Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 Morning News.
Welcome back to Fox 45 Morning News. We're taking a live look at the penguins at the Maryland Zoo with the help of their zoo cameras. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us this Sunday, February 25th. I'm Taylor Stewart. Let's go ahead and talk about your forecast. You may feel like one of those penguins this morning. Meteorologist Amy Aronson with a chilly start to our Sunday.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of folks were at the zoo enjoying the penguins this morning, bundled up hopefully because it's still cold out there right now. Temperatures are starting off in the 30s. We've got lots of low and mid 30s on the map, so a little bit of a chill to begin. But these numbers are going to improve. We've got all sunshine ahead of us today, so that's going to help bring us back into the 40s eventually. By lunchtime, we're in the mid 40s already. By the day's end, we're already approaching the upper 40s. And tomorrow, even better. If you have off tomorrow, it would be the perfect day to head to the zoo. We've got temperatures near 60 at that point, and then low to mid 60s will follow both Tuesday and Wednesday. The issue is that as our temperatures rise, so do our rain chances, unfortunately. Coming up in just over 10 minutes, I've got an updated look at when we have our highest chance for rain in the week ahead. Taylor?
All right, thanks, Amy. New this morning in Baltimore County, one person was rescued after a truck crashed into a house overnight. Emergency crews responded to Eastern Avenue near Eastern Avenue Dental around midnight. Now, they got to the scene and found a car had crashed and a person was trapped inside that vehicle. The vehicle, a few hours later, fire officials posted on social media that the patient had been freed. We'll keep you updated here on air and online as we continue to learn more details about this incident. A 15-year-old taken into custody after being arrested Friday night, according to Baltimore police. On Friday, just before 10:30, officers arrived at the intersection of East Redwood and Grant Street in an attempt to stop a stolen vehicle. That car sped away, the driver of that car taking police on a brief foot chase. Officers apprehended him, though, and transported him to juvenile booking. Fox 45 News will keep you updated on any information regarding this incident.
This one-time amount of money, the city will never see again.
It is the only way for us to be confident that this $641 million once-in-a-generation gift hasn't been completely frittered away.
I think there's a clear jeopardy, there's a clear concern about how quickly the mayor can effectively spend this money.
This morning in a city in crisis, Baltimore mayoral candidates are sounding the alarm over ARPA spending. They claim Mayor Brandon Scott has mismanaged those federal dollars. Thanks to the federal government, Baltimore City is sitting on more than $500 million COVID relief dollars. But time is running out to spend it. Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor has more on the looming deadline and what that could mean for your tax dollars.
When it comes to spending the city's ARPA funding, the potential risk is simple. If we don't use it, we lose it. And there is still a lot of money that needs to be moved.
Baltimore City now in a race against the clock to spend $641 million COVID relief dollars. The one-time gift from the federal government coming with a time crunch. All of the money must be obligated by the end of 2024 and spent by the end of 2026. Last week, during a hearing in front of the city council.
It's a lot of money that has to be moved in a short period of time.
The mayor's chief recovery officer admitting the city's slow spending amid a fast approaching deadline is cause for concern.
The obligation deadline is for sure going to be a challenge.
Obligations meaning the money has been formally assigned and approved by the BOE. 3 years into the program, the city only halfway there and only spending 29% of the funding.
Baltimore City ranks very low when it comes to actually spending federal relief funds.
According to taxpayer advocate David Williams, the lack of spending shows a lack of leadership inside City Hall.
Starting with the mayor all the way down to the city council. Everyone is to blame here. They're going to be in such a rush to obligate this money that it's going to be spent in areas that it shouldn't be spent on.
In addition to the pace of which the money is being spent, Mayor Scott's political challengers.
I don't want to see us lose that money.
Also challenging his spending priorities.
The fire department not getting zero amount, which is a 24/7-day-a-week operation, could have benefited.
Completely frittered away to repay donors and developers and help improve your reelection chances.
Under general city services, the mayor allocating $6.5 million to the police department for new patrol cars, $5 million to DPW for new garbage trucks, and $9 million for infrastructure improvements, of which only $2.5 million has actually been spent, and in total encompassing just 3% of the budget. Meanwhile, dozens of nonprofits across the city slated to receive twice as much and already completing 10 times the spending.
The Walters Art Museum and the BMA, incredible institutions, also institutions that have some of the most affluent board of directors in America.
This funding, one of the few positives to come out of the pandemic, but critics argue the mayor's spending has been short-sighted and self-serving.
And that's the biggest shame of this all, is that this was used more as a political tool rather than a way to help people in Baltimore City.
Again, that was Rebecca Pryor reporting there. Earlier this morning, we spoke with legal expert Yuripsi Morgan on the issue. She says she's fearful that that money will not get used, even though Baltimore could really make use of it for necessary improvements.
$641 million is an astounding amount of money. And the mayor is doing exactly what you would expect somebody who just won a lottery ticket to do, and that's like spread the money out too thin.
This isn't the first time we've heard the city is spending its ARPA dollars slowly. At a city council hearing on the topic back in September, that was when we learned they had just spent 18% of the ARPA funding. That means in the past 5 months, the city has spent 11% more of the $641 million allocated. One mother goes from breaking bread to breaking the bank. How much her lunch order turned into a financial fiasco.
And as we wrap up the month of February this week, let's count down to spring. Spring is right around the corner. We actually kick off meteorological spring by the end of the week. Daylight saving time will follow. Spring equinox in 23 days and the O's home opener in 32. I'll let you know what days are going to feel like spring this week and the best time to enjoy it in a couple of minutes. It's 10:36. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News.
Well, it wasn't wrapped in gold, but it cost her a lot of dough. An expensive sandwich is keeping one mother from actually feeding her family. She says it's a costly mistake that no one will help her clear up. Jeremiah Cox, with our affiliate in Columbus, has this story.
I'm just trying to make ends meet at this point in time.
Letitia Bishop in a financial hole she never expected, strapped for cash, all thanks to an expensive order.
Stressed, overwhelmed. I couldn't get groceries at one point because my account was negative.
Back in January, Bishop says she stopped by this gas station on Winchester Pike to grab a few sandwiches from Subway. The receipt she showed us points out to 3 subs that were ordered. The total, more than $1,000 charged to her debit card. To put it into perspective, for $1,010, she could have gotten 101 of these 12-inch subs.
I talked to the Subway in person and just tried to see what was going on and see if they could instantly credit me back the money that they had actually charged me. But they told me I had to get a hold of Subway. There's no phone number that actually leads to a live person.
The story only gets more frustrating. She later went back to the shop and it was closed. She says she reached out to Subway corporate numerous times, but no luck. Her bank, not helpful either. But Leanne Lanigan with the Better Business Bureau says all hope is not lost.
Another route is she can use the resources we have here at the Better Business Bureau, our dispute resolution process. She could file a complaint with the Cromwell, Connecticut Better Business Bureau, where Subway is an accredited business, which means they've pledged to respond to any complaints brought to their attention.
Lanigan tells me what happened to Bishop is considered theft. She could even file a police report.
She could take that to her bank and she could say, here's my receipt, here's where you gave them $1,000. If you can't make this right for me, I'm willing to file a fraud affidavit.
We've reached out to Subway and the gas station owners on her behalf, on her side, working to get her money back. According to the BBB, a good thing for you to remember is to use a credit card instead of a debit card when at the counter. They stress credit card companies offer better protection on your purchases. Bishop in a rough spot for now, holding out hope this issue could be resolved.
Prepare to be charmed by Charm City, the event you can check out across our region today. And after the break, meet this week's Champion of Courage, how the founder of a local nonprofit is shaping the minds of young people across the city of Baltimore. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning. All right, trending now. It is award season in Hollywood, and the Screen Actors Guild Award honored performers from the big and small screens. Ashley Dorkin joins us with a recap.
It's time for the Screen Actors Guild Awards, and we are here to bring you a look at the highlights and winners from this year's show.
Welcome to the 30th annual SAG Awards.
The SAG Awards reunited actors as they honored their fellow actors.
Congratulations to all the members.
The night also brought the SAG members together following the historic Hollywood strike and featured a message from SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher, who said they set the trajectory for many generations to come.
I've loved working with you, playing with you.
Barbra Streisand received the Life Achievement Award, presented to her by Jennifer Aniston and Bradley Cooper.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer picked up the title of Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. Cillian Murphy took Male Actor in a Leading Role, and Robert Downey Jr. won for his supporting role.
Lily Gladstone.
Lily Gladstone of Killers of the Flower Moon won Female Actor in a Leading Role. Da'Vine Joy Randolph was awarded Female Actor in a Supporting Role for The Holdovers.
Succession.
The cast of Succession landed Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series.
The Bear.
Yes, Chef, The Bear was the Comedic Series Ensemble winner, with Jeremy Allen White, the Male Actor winner, and Female Actor going to Io Adebri. Male Actor in a Drama Series went to The Last of Us star Pedro Pascal. Drama Series Female Actor went to The Crown's Elizabeth Debicki. In TV, movies, or miniseries, Stephen Yeun and Ali Wong both won individual honors for Beef. A night of celebration here at the SAG Awards as award season continues and leads up to the Oscars March 10th. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
All right, well, let's go ahead and look at our award-winning weather. Meteorologist Amy Aronson. I love a day that starts cold and gets a little bit warmer, gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it gives you a little hope, right, that spring is right around the corner, and March is the end of the week already. So we are counting down to March 1st. At that point, our average highs bumped up to 50 degrees. And then by the end of the month, we climbed 10 degrees. So our average highs are already in the 60. That also comes with more daylight. So for example, on March 1st, we've got sunrise at 6:38 in the morning, sunset close to 6 o'clock, gives us 11 hours and 21 minutes of daylight. In the middle of the month, we have daylight saving time getting underway, so that changes things up a little bit, pushes our sunset times back. And by the end of the month, we're enjoying sunsets well after 7 o'clock at 7:30 p.m., gives us a whopping 12 hours and 38 minutes of daylight. With more sunlight, we get milder temperatures. Today we're starting off a little chilly, so this pretty view of the inner harbor, little deceiving with the sun sparkling on the water there. We're still close to freezing, but we are kicking off a warm up. Today we're in the upper 40s, tomorrow even milder. The only issue with this warm up is that rain chances also go up, so we are looking at soggy conditions by midweek, and then a mild start to March will follow, and a drier start to March too. Let's talk timing with the rain. Today we're completely dry. Couple of showers briefly roll through tomorrow morning, not enough to impact your morning drive. Most of the day is actually dry. Clouds roll in though. Clouds will continue to thicken as we get into your Tuesday. Couple of showers show up late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. They increase in coverage for your drive Wednesday morning. So Wednesday is when most of the rain moves through. We get some soggy conditions here through midday, through the evening hours when we see moderate rain at times. That rain wraps up late Wednesday night and early Thursday morning as the colder air briefly pushes back in. Let's take a look at how much rain we're expecting from this next weather maker. You'll notice numbers don't really increase here until we get into late Tuesday, Wednesday. At that point, I think most spots end up with a quick ½ an inch of rain as that system rolls through. We've got a lot happening over the next 3 days. First of all, we've got the warmth. We're close to 60 both Monday and Tuesday. That's the time to enjoy the warmth because late Tuesday into Wednesday, that's when we're tracking that chance for some showers. Wednesday, unfortunately, it's going to be kind of tough to enjoy that warm day with highs in the mid-60s because we are tracking rain pretty much all day long midweek. No rain today, though. Enjoy the sunshine. Highs in the upper 40s, close to 60 by Monday. 60s stick around through Wednesday with that weather maker rolling through. That rolls out of here early Thursday, and after that, brief little cool down for the start of March on Friday. But then for the first full weekend of March, an early look at that, looks like mild temperatures will be back. Yes, we'll have a few showers on Saturday, but I don't think enough to get in the way of your outdoor plans next weekend. Taylor?
All right, all the more reason to get out today and look at some of the events that are happening in our region. Take a look here at, well, in just a few minutes at 11 o'clock, the Be More Flea is hosting vintage clothing and crafts market at the Ministry of Brewing. Go ahead and enjoy some live music, some beer, some food, some good vibes, and of course, all of the best vintage finds across the city. And then at 1 o'clock this afternoon, the Kennedy Krieger Institute will host youth athletes from the East Coast to compete in a wheelchair basketball team tournament. That happens at the Leap School at Kennedy Krieger. Then at 2 o'clock, Towson women's basketball will host the University of Delaware. This afternoon marks the 90th edition of the long-standing rivalry. As we continue Black History Month, we're highlighting local mentors, teachers who've lifted up Baltimore's youth. These champions of courage inspire their communities and pass on the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to this younger generation. Now, Tigana Duncan, the founder of Stand or Stepping Towards a New Destiny, supports and enlightens kids from all over the city with his dedicated and intimate mentorship program. Patrice Sanders has the story.
Absolutely a mentor, absolutely a father figure. He's just very much committed. He has a heart of gold. He'll do anything for you.
Tigana Duncan, or Coach Duncan, as the kids call him, realized there was a need for youth mentorship in Baltimore after facing difficulties in his own life.
I remember being in school, growing up in a single-parent household and having a lot of struggles.
Duncan felt that kids needed someone to teach and shepherd them. He believes that they need exposure to college and finances at a young age to help them prepare for adulthood.
So what we're doing is we are saying you don't have to figure out life by yourself. Let us tell you what are some of the experiences and things that you're going to encounter in life, some of those decisions. So just don't discredit college. Don't discredit going to trade school. Let us give you that experience of all of these things, and then you can help make up your mind. And that's what Stepping Towards a New Destiny is.
Today, Duncan and Stand provide children with the academic support they need to succeed.
I've been doing pretty well. Got my grades up a lot because of Coach Duncan. So it was because of him that, honestly, that I've been doing good with my grades.
The program provides everything from help with homework to workshops that teach them things like leadership, manners, hygiene, and more.
I just think it's pretty cool how they, get the boys together. I mean, they just took them to the Ravens practices. They've been camping.
Duncan believes these activities not only teach the kids, but help them grow into better men.
It's given them the exposure and the experience of what is possible for them. The more positive experiences that we give to the kids, the less likely they're wanting to indulge themselves in negative activities.
And for the kids, Coach Duncan is more than just a mentor.
He's kind of like the person I come to sometimes when I need advice, and he's just that person I can depend on.
He has a great impact on this whole program, not just me, I feel like everyone.
But in the end, Duncan doesn't need praise or an award. All he wants is to see his kids grow and develop into promising young men.
It's something that it really lets me know that I'm doing something great. And it's something that I want them to look at as well and see that it's something that they can do.
All of this month, Fox 45 is saluting our champions of courage as positive role models who keep Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream alive. You can watch our Champions of Courage special on March 2nd at 11:30 on the CW Baltimore, or you can catch it the next day on Sunday, March 3rd on MyTV Baltimore at 1 p.m. It airs again here on Fox 45 that same night at 11. Stay with Fox 45 Morning News. After the break, meteorologist Amy Aronson will let you know when we'll see some temperatures hit the 60s in her full 7-day forecast.
10:55 on this Sunday morning. The Penguins are out and about. Looks like they're getting a nice start to their day. Does it look like it's feeding time there? Maybe
yes,
breakfast, brunch at this late hour. And it looks like a lot of folks are in the distance. Despite the cold temperatures, people are out and about watching the Penguins early this morning.
Enjoy them.
Yeah, enjoy them. I love the zoo. Great week to head out to the zoo. We've got a couple of really warm days coming up. If you're trying to figure out when to enjoy some outside time, I'd say Monday or early Tuesday. After that, we've got rain pushing in with our next weather maker. So it's kind of a bummer that we can't enjoy that 66-degree day on Wednesday. It's going to be kind of rainy out there during that point. And then showers wrap up early Thursday. Little dip in our temperatures at that point. But by the start of March on Friday, we're right back up to 50 degrees, right around where we should be for this time of year. And if you're already planning next weekend, it's the first weekend of March. And right now it looks like it's going to be a mild one. So I'd say you could tentatively make some outdoor plans. Looks like we'll be in the mid-50s on Saturday, just a couple of showers. And Sunday, I know it's not on our 7-day forecast, looks even warmer, Taylor. I was looking at the numbers, upper 50s to near 60. That's not bad for early March.
Not at all.
Itching to do some spring things, maybe head to the zoo. Next weekend we'll be a little more comfortable. You won't have to wear the winter jackets like you do today looking ahead.
It won't be as cold as the Penguins, that is.